Good morning. All right, we have seedlings. Some seedlings. So the dill, some of the onions, some of the snapdragons, they're up. The beautyberry seedlings I transplanted are really looking good. And I've got a few more passion fruit vine. I think it's called cotton leaf passion fruit. Those are up. Hopefully those will get bigger. My hope is that some of this stuff will get big enough to overwinter. That's the plan. And I did get some little broccoli that I'm going to put out today. My mushroom herb is looking good. I did not have boots on this morning, and I should, because ants. The clematis, this is supposed to be like a fall blooming clematis, so it's going to have a bunch of white flowers on it in the fall. Everything, I filled up the pots, everything looks good except the strawberries. I buried them too deep, so they're dying or dead. But, I'll get more. So this little guy's not dead. I don't think he looks great, but he's not dead. We'll see. We'll see what happens. These guys are good. I noticed that these have put seeds down here because I have a big portulaca. And I found out, I was looking at wildflowers, and these little guys with the little mini fuchsia flowers are called chisma, I think, or something like that. I was kind of happy to figure that out. Look, I didn't even cut off the flowers and it put up more flowers. So that's really cool. I have been picking the blackberries, but these are old. I'm not gonna pick those. But you can see the rusty leaves. So today, I am gonna go to a nursery that's about an hour away and hopefully get some raspberry plants and try and give that another go. Me and raspberries, I live in zone 8A, 8B. They don't do super well here. What are you? Are you an assassin bug? Or are you a leaf-footed bug nymph? I don't know. I think if your proboscis goes underneath you like a switchblade, that you're a leaf-footed bug nymph, but I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, the most exciting thing is, husband was down in Rockport, and I have been wanting Blackfoot daisies. They're a native wildflower in Texas. I've been wanting Blackfoot daisies for about a year and a half. And they're really hard to grow from seed, and nobody in my area has them. So he went to a nursery while he was on the business trip, and he got me 4. I am so excited. So they're just so cute, and they're so wonderful, and they will spread a little bit. They'll make a little mound right here. So I'm really excited about that. The sweet potato vines are just going bonkers. And new flowers coming in on the echinaceas, which is really exciting. Also, he got me it's called a Texas sage. So I know it looks a little weird right now, but I had moved a bunch of dirt. But anyway, they are this beautiful kind of seafoam green, and this can get 5 foot by 5 foot with pink flowers, and it should be hardy here. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And my stevia is putting on flowers, which means I'm not going to be able to harvest it here soon. But the Parfuma rose, this has been struggle busting. All my roses struggle when they're not really babied. So, but it's putting on flowers, and I'm happy. And this mist flower looks amazing. Okay. Where did oh, don't let me step on it. I probably stepped on it. Okay, so that's a dahlia. I did see, oh, there it is. So here, this is actually, I think, a sea or coastal, something like that, primrose. And so I planted one years ago, and I thought it had died, but it looks like it's just kind of hanging in there. I do try to pull this stuff when I can, because there's so much of this wood sorrel, and it just spreads. So I yank it when I can. Anyway, do still have some flowers coming on the rock rose. We got some rain this morning, so I'm really excited about that. But everything's a little flopped over because of the rain. We did cut off the dead branches here, so I'm really kind of keeping my eye out and hoping for some new offshoots from the base coming up this fall. But this is my problem right here, and that looks like something's bored into the the tree, so I don't want to lose this goumyberry. They're very hard to get a hold of and hard to establish here because it's so hot, and I'm gonna be really sad if I lose that branch too. But it's just, the borers are a thing, and there's not much you could do about them, to be honest. I've seen some stuff where they're like, oh, we'll use a air compressor and try and blow them out, blah blah blah. Like I'm not that skilled to do all that. So this is a native, and it will flower in the fall, but I thought it was a daisy. I think maybe I was wrong, but I thought it was a yellow daisy of some kind, but no flowers on it. Maybe, well, wow, it smells really strong. I wonder what that is. I don't remember. This is why you should never throw your tags away. But I totally did. Anyway, I love all the new growth coming up. I need to cut these seed heads off, and who knows? I mean, this is a penstemon. I might be lucky enough that it'll make more. That's a giant cardinal flower, so I don't know if there's or were any seeds in these seed heads, but maybe there are. I don't know, but I'll probably cut those too and let them like kind of fall over and see if we get any like seedlings coming up. I do have, oh, that's a privet seedling. Okay, so that patch right there, that is Campanula americana, which is basically American bluebell. And I started them from seed, and then the place I wanted to plant them kind of didn't work out, so I stuck them back here in the shade. And I'm really hoping that in the spring they will come up and look beautiful. And I can see some false mulberry weed back there that I've got to pull. But it's always there. I'm always pulling weeds. Okay, here's another one. This is where I put my second one. And then I don't think I did anything over there. Ooh, fire! Look, that time of year, fire ant mounds everywhere. And this stuff looks kind of rough, but it is what it is. I hope we get some more rain today. It looks kind of like we might get some more rain today. We'll see. But tons and tons and tons of passion flowers. I've definitely seen some Gulf fritillary caterpillars, but it looks like they've kind of come and gone. I saw a garlic that I planted over here come up, but I can't find it anymore. The pond is back in business with the rain, and the azalea's multiplying. It does multiply really fast, so I'm not too worried about that. Here's my third one. I just love it. It looks so pretty. Just you know, the little white flowers. They just make everything look happy. I'm gonna have to pull some of this stuff up. It's like way too much right here, but I love this. This is like volunteer wildflower. I tried to look it up. Maybe some kind of sneeze weed. I don't know. You know, I know it's a native, but I don't know what it is. So, so this Turk's cap, whenever it rains, right, it lodges over. I am probably gonna leave this through the end of September and then cut it back, because I have pulled up probably over 100, well over 100 Turk's cap babies for between this pink one and the red one, and I just do not want to do that next year. So I'm not gonna let it go forever and ever again this year, so we're gonna cut it. Lance leaf coreopsis coming back into flower. Look at my mom's mum. Doesn't it look amazing? So as soon as it cooled off and started raining a little more, this mom is showing out, and it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna have these really pretty pink flowers. Let's see. I love that maybe see the mulberry is coming back. So I cut them down, and because I was told they should come back, and then they didn't come back, so I was really kind of bummed. So I'm actually happy that at least one of those is actually coming back, so that's good. That muley is getting kind of muley grass. It's really pretty pink, this muley grass, but it's been taken over by this lantana that I put in. This lantana got ginormous. Why can I never remember what this is called? I keep wanting to call it like a working bush, but that is not the name. Why can't I never think of that stupid plant? Oh, I'll try and figure it out and stick it in the description. But anyway, it's put up some new growth, which is kind of exciting, because it's supposed to be like a small tree, large bush. So why can't I think of that name? I will figure it out, but by the time I post this, I'll probably want, ooh, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing, sir? Are you wet? Why are you just walking? You're walking kind of weird. I mean, do your thing. I don't wanna piss you off because you're kind of vicious. Anyway, I love flea bane, and I 100% went through my garden and shook like a dried flea bane flower all over the place, hoping that we would get some come up. So I love to see those little daisies everywhere I can. Pumpkin vine. This one is continuing to go. We're gonna let it go. Oh, look, this is a privet seedling, and I don't even think it's like a native privet. It's just an annoying privet. I don't like privets very much anyway, guys, to be real with you. I know the bees do. I know the bees love them, but I do not. Okay. That's a daylily. That's pink that I planted. It looks good. What did I tell you? This aronia berry is just putting out rando new leaves. Like, oh well. Anyway, this pumpkin vine like went up and down. I can't wait for it to like be in the middle of winter so I can really see the branch structure that came back from on this peach tree, because it really made a comeback. Let's see. So I was watching David the Good, because that's where I got the sugarcane from. He said he normally like harvests his about this time of year. I will probably not harvest my sugarcane until it's like literally the end, right before frost. This looks terrible. That's still alive. This is looking better because it's gotten cooler, right? And it's strawberries. I'm gonna, like, it's already kind of starting actually. I'm going to hope and try to get the empty spaces filled with like little babies. So that's the plan. We're making little babies again. I got one sitting here. I'm hoping this grows just long enough where this can like touch down. And then, yeah, there's that. Clematis looks good. This, I don't know, this was Black-Eyed Susan was full in here, and then it kind of crapped out this one summer. So, and that is actually supposed to be a blue Falma scabiosa, but it just struggle buses. It never really goes anywhere. It's really frustrating. I did cut back some stuff in here. I'm really kind of and I spread some fall flowers, some flower seeds that you do put in the fall. Like larkspur is one of the flowers I love to see, and it's hard for me to grow, but if I put it here in the fall, sometimes it'll take. So there's a lot of little seedlings coming up. Most of these are probably weed seeds, if you know, if the past is anything to go by. I am going to cut some of these ones that I've missed down, but I am like hoping and waiting and seeing what all of these little seedlings are, right? So, you know, there's some hope and some surprise and some excitement going on here. We'll see. I really want this sage to do well, and it just doesn't seem like it is. Huh? Okay, this is the other place I put the Blackfoot daisy, and I'm a little nervous about it because this can get really soggy, and Blackfoot daisies don't like to be soggy, but also everything else dies here because it gets a lot of sun. We'll find out. Like, it may rot in the winter. It may be like, this is my favorite place in the whole world. I don't know. This is one of the garlic cloves I put back in here, so this might make a giant garlic next year. We'll find out together. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, we did fill in this hole, so the grass will cover that up. Because there used to be a redwood tree. It was like my favorite tree in the whole wide world, but then it split, and I mean, it's really kind of sad. But anyway, we had to fill that in. Those are my thrift store mushrooms. Those are just bowls and light fixtures. Native blueberry. Those are gladiolas. They're like on their way out, but that will level itself out after the rains this fall. This is actually a grocery store yellow rose that I put in here, and it struggles, but it hasn't died, so we're gonna leave it. This is my mom's like cutting of my mom's mom that I put two over here, and this one survived. But look, down low, right down low, down low, you can see that it's got new growth. So hopefully, I might actually pinch the top of this out now that I'm looking at it. I think I am going to do that, and then hopefully it'll start putting out all those side shoots and get bushy and happy. All right, okay, I think that's it, guys, for now. But I was just so excited about those Blackfoot daisies, and this, like, Hubs just picked this one up. He didn't ask, he like just surprised me with it, and I love it because this is like always kind of a flowerless zone for most of the year, and this is gonna be a big pink flowers, bees and butterflies, and everything's gonna love it. And hopefully right over there, those white daisies will just kind of spread out. If I'm really lucky, maybe I can get, you know, some like baby plants off of that and spread the love around. We'll see. Pray for my gooey berry. I'm really bummed. If I'm gonna lose it, I'm gonna be really sad. Okay, bye.